Hey guys, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017 on Goldcrest Valley. So, on my way back to set up for this video that I'm recording right now, I come across this. Who remembers what field we started this on? If you said field 15, you were correct. I was not expecting to see this here. I'm guessing on its final stretch on 15, going the way it was, it picked up on this field and did this field as well. So I guess a little Easter egg slash, I don't know what you'd call it, but it did this field, and I'm guessing, like I say, the last path we'll be able to see. Yeah, it did it. So that's one pass, and that's one pass. Did it actually do the whole entire field? I question if it did. I don't think so. And then it went zip, 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 zip on that field. Interesting. This is done too. So we have a little bit of stuff to shift around. So it's done that. It's done that. You can clearly see the tram lines. Really nice tram lines, actually. And let's see over here. I feel it didn't do that field at all. Oh, maybe it did. No, it can do it in two passes, so yeah. I think it did actually miss somewhere. Just for peace of mind, I'm going to unfold and go down just this side myself, so I know at least it's done. Because I got a sneaking suspicion it didn't do it. And then this video is predominantly going to be about silage bale making. Now, we have two of the pieces of equipment for silage bale making. We have the wrapper, and we have the windrow. We don't have the baler. So the baler is something we are going to rent. May just get the yellow one, because I've not actually seen the yellow one in game yet. The yellow baler is the European New Holland, where New Holland in the States, their equipment seems to be stuff like that, and even their... I'm not sure about their mowers, actually. I'm not sure on this, but it seems like their stuff's red there. Why, I don't know. Maybe because New Holland construction equipment. That's the only thing I can think of. So we'll get this all set up. This is just going to be helper. Hired worker, basically. That wasn't bad lined up for just guessing. Nice. Alrighty, and we'll bring this back, and we shall see you back at the farm, because I wouldn't mind using this guy. Alrighty, so we have stuff somewhat put away. We've got this thing cleaned for the baler, basically. So we're going to head off down to the shop. Like I said, we are going to pick up the New Holland round baler. There's technically three options we can go with. We can go with the Coon baler, we can go with the New Holland, and the New Holland in red. Probably just going to go with the New Holland. I presume they're all going to be the same size. 1.4 meter bales, I believe they are. Going back from what BR Modern had an air baler. What did they have? 1.3, 1.4, and 1.5 was their big one. Really, really miss that baler. Hope they bring that out pretty quick. They got featured in some sort of magazine or something. Not too sure what that was about, and they were featuring the baler. Go figure. So, we'll see you guys down at the shop. So, going to Morgan's Motors. I never understood why they put this shop in. It's not got no agricultural feel whatsoever. I think everyone's kind of said the same thing on that one too. It's funny. Baling technology. So we own this. We got it at 10% off. So I snapped that up. The yellow one here is what I said I was going to go with. We're just going to lease it. We're partway there, but we'll be broke if we got it. Select. The initial cost is $6,000. We're going to be able to take it back. I hate leasing stuff. But if we're going to make a couple of grand on top of that lease price, is it going to be worth it? Maybe. We shall see. And I didn't put it on something that I was going to. Son of a gun. That's my mistake. We're going to need a bale grab at some point. That I'm going to purchase. This is Black Sheep's bale pack. So I look forward to using this at some point in 17. I haven't even looked at it yet. Along with these forks here. These are also a Black Sheep. And these are probably the forks I'm going to go with at some point. So here is our bale. Something that I have noticed, I'll put the working lights on so we can see this better, is the bouts. Something really small, but I think they redid the textures on the bouts. They actually look, wow, like bouts on a baler, which is surprising. Got the beacon up there. There's some people that have grumbled about the beacon. Me? If the real one's got a beacon, this should have a beacon, in my mind. But nice little combo here, and hopefully it'll do the job nicely. I look forward to using this. It's been a long time since I've ever used round bales. Kind of look forward to seeing how the physics have changed. Need to get the bale grab, like I say, so we don't damage the wrap, although it doesn't really matter, we're just going to sell them anyway. I can't remember in farm sim whether you have to leave them to ferment. I don't think you do. I think as soon as they are wrapped, magically the silage bales, I think is how farm sim did it. Pretty sure it was the bed extension basically that made it so there was a wait time on fermentation. That was nice, it was pretty cool. So we'll see you back at the farm, or should I say back at the field. Alrighty, so I kind of forgot I said I was going to use the Voltra for most of this. Yeah, plot twist. So instead what we'll do is we'll use this guy for the Windrowing and possibly the bale wrapping, although I wouldn't mind using the JD for that. I don't know yet, we'll figure it out. So we'll leave the trip going here, or the camera going should I say. It doesn't take us too long to motor on down to the field. It's pretty darn close, which is nice. 7 o'clock in game, down. Oh, 7 AM. And we've got rain coming too, which doesn't matter. We're not going to be doing anything with any harvest in this episode. It's all still growing. Still haven't taken out the tree that I said I was going to along here. Definitely considering it. As I have crop in this field, it's kind of a pain to navigate, so I definitely want to take out just that one tree. And I think I'll be set. Alright, and for this we'll do a single headland pass, then up and down. I was may actually do 2 headland passes, as we do have crop along here. Probably what I'm going to do. Put on the working lights so we can see what we're doing. Dial our speed down for cruise control, probably about 5 miles an hour. So we can get actually some nice rows. There we go. So yeah, do 2 headlands. I don't want to get caught up in the crop when I'm baling or anything like that. So I'm going to have to do a bit of tight driving against this so I don't ruin it for a change. I still don't know how I feel about these windrows. It seems like in Farm Sim 15 the modded windrows were nice, big and fluffy. But this one, I don't know, they don't seem to be as fluffy as I remember them. Probably because they're using a fill plane instead of a whatever they were using. Actually, I don't know, to tell you the truth. They just seem very lumpy and bumpy at times. That's got me wondering. I wonder if the rake and all that would work on a pile of grass. It probably would. So all that grass I have at the top there, I could probably somehow bale it. Can you imagine the amount of bales we would get out of that huge pile? It's probably about 20, maybe 40,000 litres of grass just sat there. It is a crazy amount. Probably going to have to go over the grass again. That side of the row I'm going to, because I did miss a section. Rode a bit more than I should have, I think. I'm not too sure if the baler's even going to cope with going around at such an angle. A bit of hay there. Definitely see the texture changes. I do like the textures. Definitely see the difference. And this can be just our up and down pass beginning here. I think I need to make the grass field bigger, for sure. I just don't know how much bigger. I do like having crop too. If I get an angle like this across the field, we may get ourselves a little bit more room. I don't know how this will work out. But hopefully it'll work out how I intend it to. It's nice when a plan does come together. Whether it will or not is another question. Yeah, I think I am going to make this grass area bigger. How much bigger? I don't know. What do you guys think? This may be something we'll do on a live stream over the weekend. How much bigger to make the grass field here? Really have no idea. Well, that was a bit of a sudden change, wasn't it? So we finished that little row of camera and grabbing the bale wrapper. I have not used this bale wrapper in years. Literally years, guys. I never touched the round bales really in 15 other than BM Modern's Chrome Ultima, just because of the way they used to handle. And as soon as that baler came out, it was the features that were in it, the fact we could pick up pallets of netting and fill it and stuff like that. That is stuff that I hope to see in Farm Sim in the future, where we fill our balers up with a net, with bale twine and stuff like that. It doesn't need to be complicated, just click placement, just like in the way they do it. It's something that I do wish we have in there. We have the game mechanics, so who knows in the future, and who knows what DLC they're going to bring out. Could be definitely a bit of awesome stuff in our future. So I think, yeah, these are what the belts used to look like in the baler, if I remember correctly. Just black texture, nothing particularly special about them. We've had this bale wrapper since FS13. I don't think it's changed pretty much throughout. Although I do believe we used to have wrap on these holders, if you like, there. I don't know, very small wrap. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, let's jump into the 75 and get it fired up. Definitely one of my favourite tractors. I keep on getting asked, what is your favourite tractor? Well, my brand has always been John Deere, and I think I've never really known what is my favourite model, but looks, this, hands down, this modern stuff. All the old classics I like. Pretty much every old classic tractor I like. that start it? Oh, I did. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to unfold it first. Sounds different too. And you can see the belts turning. Everything is kind of animated in this. Even like bits that we can't see. Let's glitch right in. You can see all the bars. Can we see the header from here now? Even actually, we should be able to get out and leave it running. Just everything, it seems. And one thing I did notice is if you shut stuff off now, maybe to see a bit better there, it takes a while to wind down, which is nice too. So let's put the HUD back on, lower this down, and away we go. Our first ever grass round bales is going to come pretty darn soon. I'm going to do the headland first, I think. Hopefully it doesn't cause any issues. And unload bale is Y. Let's have a look to see what it looks like. Have they changed the textures? I don't think they have particularly. Awesome though. I think this is a pretty small bale, unless we are absolutely huge in this game. That is a pretty small bale. I remember the bales that I used to be in the farm down by where I lived, and they were a darn sight bigger than that. But of course I was younger too, so anything looked big back then. But at a guess, I'm going to say they were probably the 1.5 meter bales. They were tall. Very tall. Unload. And I reckon we're going to get quite a few bales out of this. I really do. Hopefully so. Because this is going to be pure profit. As long as we make more than 3 grand on this load of bales because of, well, the cost of this thing. I wish we could say we purchased it, but at this moment in time, we definitely have not purchased it. Thing is, we probably could have too. Took a load of grain in. That'll do. Gave us a bit of money. But we're sat at 50,191. Oh, we should have started off over here. Kind of surprised there isn't a bale counter mod out yet. Wouldn't mind seeing something like that. Just so we know how many bales we've had out. It's probably going to come pretty quick though, I imagine. So I'll just quickly run and grab that road that we come back on when we realised we were on the wrong one. So what that warning siren is basically saying, hey, this thing's about to be full, be prepared to stop. We're on a pretty flat field, and it does seem like they're not rolling anywhere near as much on exit than they used to, which is very nice. I don't know how many of you remember, but these bales used to roll massively, and I think that's what put a lot of people off from using them. The farm that was down at the bottom of my road, where I used to sit and watch all the machinery. There you go, there's the inside of it. Nicely modelled. They used to do round bales predominantly. They did do square bales, but they seem to do round more than anything. Why, I'm not too sure. Round bales just seem a pain in the ass, even in real life, to handle. From seeing videos and all that good stuff on YouTube. Seems square bales are the way to go. More stable, just more pleasant to use. The chances are the reason they used round bales, I believe the guy that owned the land, I think he had like a small dairy farm too. Unfortunately, the farmyard wasn't anywhere near the field. Those fields, he rented those fields, from what I understand. And his farmyard was quite some distance away. He used to own a grain transport company. Right, I'm going to back this up here, so we're not at the end of the row. So he used to have all his own grain trucks come in, from big articulated trucks to, what was it, 4-axle rigids. That's what he used to use. Tandem steers up front, and then obviously tandem rears. And that's what he used to use. He never used to use tractor and trailer for grain carting. Always transport truck would be sat at the end of the field, and he would, well, the combines would just go up and dump into that. Probably highly inefficient, but to save the vehicles getting stuck, that's what used to happen. Yeah, I was making sure we had that header down. I keep on hitting the button for the header by accident. I do like the green dust coming off the back. Whether you would get that in real life, I'm not too sure, because the grass, when you're doing silage like this, I guess it's damp still. It's just kind of freshly cut. I think, of realistically speaking, you can damn near cut it and then bale it right back up while it's being cut, almost, and even wrapped. Yeah, see, that rolled a little bit there. I'm gonna have to... My Facebook is going balmy for whatever reason. Did it again, there goes the header. How many bales have we got? Good amount, that's surprising. I think the round bales are the same as the squares in the amount. There was a modder in 15 that come out that stops it. Alright, that's taken care of. Sorry about that. That distractions, and that noise distracts me. Although I know you guys wouldn't have heard it, my sound from my laptop goes in my mix amp, and I can hear my laptop sounds, but I can also hear my computer sounds. Yeah. As I was saying, there used to be a mod out that I don't know if it was any good. I heard grumbles that it wasn't particularly the best. That would make the round bales different from how much the square bales would hold, which is pretty cool. And hopefully we can finish up on this row and not need to worry about having to empty this. I don't think you can empty it, that's the downside. I'm not going to grumble at that lot. Yeah. So what we're going to do is switch this off, leave this about here for a photo for the screenshot. then we'll go ahead and take it back. Alrighty, we'll take this back to the shop. Luckily, this little cut through here doesn't take us too long to get to the shop, which is nice. Starting to learn this map too. Should have taken that a little slower. My biggest fear, honestly, is that I'm not going to make any profit out of this, or very little. But it's a good lesson to, I guess, learn the mechanics of it too. Go over here. Be nice if they did have a key that you could switch off the HUD with automatically instead of having to use the command console. Does give a much cleaner look when you're inside the machinery. So the reason I'm taking this back now is so it isn't forgotten about, and a £6,000 lease fee is added on each new day. I believe that's probably what happens. I don't know if it's £6,000 or whether it's a small amount. I don't know. Really have no idea. Don't really want to know at the same time because I don't want to find out. And return. Sure, we don't get a little bit of money back from returning it so early. You, my friend, can just stay there. And off we go back down to the field, I guess. So I will cut out the driving, and then we'll get a wrapping. Alrighty, so we are back here. So what my... Jeez, lights off. What my friend was messaging me about, he took a screenshot. Now, I don't know what page it was on or anything. I've kind of switched all my chat off because it was bugging me. I didn't reply back yet. And what it was some people talking about other YouTubers, and my name was mentioned. So if your name is Brian, I appreciate what you said because I saw your message. And there we are, the wrapping. Spins pretty quick, wow. Don't focus in on that. I'm definitely wondering how much these are gonna make us. Okay, what do we need to do now? Unload round bale. Yeah, I forgot it did that. So what I'm going to do is drive on to the next one as it's wrapping. Sit there while it's wrapping. Basically you can do it like this and it will just bundle it up so we can stack them on a 2x2. 2x2. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but have they changed the lower weight? Oh, we're on the wrong thing. Oh no, have they changed the texture on the wrap? It looks like it's dirty. We'll drive forward a hair though. I could, within reason, actually just pick up a bale as it's wrapping, pull it over here. I may even do that. So it's on the outskirt of the field like all of these, just line them up. How many bales we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not too bad, I guess. And if I'm miscounted, I'm going to have the interwebs laughing at me, I guess. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do, just stack them up here. Such a small field. Kind of makes sense. It does take a while to wrap these. No, I believe, like I say, instantly these are silage bales now. There's no waiting or anything like that. That was all part of the bale extension mod. Definitely missed that one. Hopefully that comes out soon. I believe that was by Upside Down. All the good scripts were by Upside Down. Callan Crops definitely have got something nice in their hands when that comes out, because I believe he is working with them now as well. I am very glad to see him also still working on farm sim stuff. Haven't completely dropped the game. But there... I've only got 10 hours on this tractor, and the other tractors we've got like 20, almost 30 hours on. Oh, I may miscount it, we may have 13. That bale there in the shadows. Apparently we're missing. They definitely roll still after hitting it. Maybe they did make the collision like it's octagon or hexagon or whatever. All of our marshmallows in the field. And this, kids, is how marshmallows are made. I can see us having to load these up off camera, and I'm probably going to have to pause for about an hour or so when I eat dinner. Like I said, on Tuesday's video, this is Wednesday's. I had to get a late start, unfortunately, but hey, it happens. It'd be nice in the shop. Maybe one day that could be a thing where we could pick the color wrap, so it's customizable. Black, white, pink. Everybody knows the pink wrap and what that stands for. And I think honestly, it was Funky Farmer that made that popular. Believe it or not, it was cool seeing how many people in the farm sim community jumped on board with that. It was nice to see. It's interesting how it kicks the bale off. Pretty cool. Now, I'm not sure how this would be done in real life. Presumably, you could do it like this, and there's no rule book saying, no, you can't. Have them put to an edge of the field, and heck, you're waiting for probably about a minute or so when it wraps to go get the next bale, so you might as well transport it across the field and dump it if you can. Yeah, a little bit of key binding issues here. When I'm hitting the left bumper Y, it is making it change implements, and it shouldn't be. It should be just locking it to this. Very interesting. And two final bales here. So what I'll do, guys, is we will wrap these off camera and pick them up next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, catch you then. See ya.